Good evening, this is Kuro. Got a clan battle in my tier 10 gearing against ZR. Looking at ZR's team, they've got a Yamato, Des Moines, double Hindenburg, Zhao, and double Moskva. Really cruiser heavy setup. Cuter is running Yamato, Des Moines, Hindenburg, Zhao, double Moskva, and a gearing. And this comp, it's another, battle of the play styles. Um, Gonna walk you kind of through different general play styles, these cruiser heavy setups like this. Against teams bringing destroyers, um, they've got a large HP advantage, they've got a large DPM advantage, and they're going to be looking to try to bring the pain. And whereas you're looking at, you know, you're looking at comps with 1 DD, 2 DDs. The more destroyers you're bringing, the more stealth, the more vision control um, starts to matter in the battle. And with the destroyers, we have a torpedo advantage. We also have the ability to run smoke for different smoke plays. Um, it's both have their pluses and minuses, and you'll kind of start to see how it's going to play out, at least from my perspective, where ZR is going to try to use their DPM, their HP, and just shove us out of the way and kill anything that gets in their path. And we're going to try to work around that. Now, what's happened is we're trying to make up for some of our lost firepower. So we split the team up, and we're going really heavy out west to the ACAP area. CCAP, we only have my gearing and a Zhao. It's relatively a pretty light force. Now, one of the tricks that I called as kind of an audible during the, while we were coming in, I popped speed boost pretty quick to get to CCAP, and then I had my Zhao get into C as quickly as possible, and we capped this pretty quick. Now, that's going to tell ZR these guys may actually have a bunch of ships. We may have gone heavy here with 3, 4, or 5 ships on CCAP, and that might create a little bit of caution here, and that little bit of caution can mean a lot of things. In the meantime, we're getting points. We already got a minor points advantage, but it's getting into their heads. Every bit that we're able to hold CCAP, those are points that they're helping us out. Because we're not expecting to hold CCAP just with a Zhao and a gearing. Coming up here, I launched some Make-A-Wish torpedoes. Honestly, nothing fancy here. I was watching through RPF, watching their team come through DCAP. Just kind of general experience. A lot of teams like to position ships up here between the 9 and 10 line, and I pretty much launched torps right down that angle. Nothing fancy, just launching my torpedoes based on my experience from, several hundred clan battles. So I spot a Moskva, and actually right here I'm AFK to go get some pizza. I'm just accelerating away at half HP. And I actually miss, these torpedoes landing their mark. They get 3 quick torpedo hits. The way that they came in, it's telling me that I hit 2 ships. It's very unlikely to hit, that many ships simultaneously and have it be 1 per each ship. Regardless, I know that it was 2 ships because I see that Moskva only ate 1. Now, this is also helping us hold CCAP because at least 2 ships here they've had to blow their damage control. Any ships that are pushing with their damage control on cooldown, they're risking taking full duration floods and fires. My Zal's already starting to harass him. Looks like he's already got a fire on him already. You see a Hindenburg pop up, and I mean, this Hindenburg, he already took 2 torps, and he's down to, you know, just a little more than half HP. That's painful to start out a battle like that. That's really just rotten luck right there. And he didn't do anything wrong. He wasn't spotted. Typically, when you're not spotted, you know, you're not really expecting torpedoes to come in like that. So, you know, I don't think that the guy did anything wrong. It's just bad luck. At this point, I've got 3 cruisers that are visible shooting at my Zal, and I'm telling my Zal, you know, just go dark. You're not going to win this fight. You know, you've got some good HP trades on this Moskva. You know, he's down to half HP. Looks like he's still burning. You know, just go dark. And right here, I've made the decision. I am not going to be able to keep up with my Zal while he's kiting away. It's just too fast. Instead, I want to open another angle of attack on this enemy push. And what's going to happen is, you see how ZR is angled right here. They're splitting the angle difference between my friendlies here, the Des Moines and Yamato, north of BCAP, and my Zal. They're doing this because they obviously don't want to have AP, you know, hit them in the broadside for citadels and just trash their ships. But what I'm doing, and this is how I play my Shimakaze and clan battle season, I try to get these locations where these guys have to push CCAP to even have a chance at winning. They have to. And I'm opening up an invisible crossfire on these guys, and you're just going to see me launch torpedo volley after torpedo volley. I don't land torps every single volley. It doesn't matter. What ends up happening, you'll see these ships, they start turning out, and they have to start, you know, making dangerous calculations, like this ship right here. Turning out like that, he's opening up broadsides to my Yamato. If my Yamato had shots, he would really be able to punish this Hindenburg. Unfortunately, my Yamato wasn't reloading at the time, and either that or he was occupied. He wasn't able to take the shot. But that's how you kind of use these types of setups. This is another thing. We've got my Zal dumping torps back this way, me torping from another direction. You have torpedo crossfires that are going to be just crossing through this area the whole time. The 12-kilometer torpedoes on a Zal, I have no idea what Wargaming's thinking about. That is crazy strong for that ship. And I mean, you can see it. He's just taking selective shots, getting, you know, some damage in, get some fires in, drop off. In the meantime, all of these guys, I'm spotting all of them. I mean, I'm driving with my max gun indicator, keeping me outside of Moskva radar range, and they've got almost no chance to actually detect me. I mean, at this point, if this Hindenburg had a spotter plane up, he might be able to detect me. At this range, he would be able to. But what I'm doing here with my torps, they need to cap CCAP. They've traded all this HP so far to come up here and do it. You know, they're getting constantly reset. They can't push all the way through the cap. So what I'm doing, I'm launching my torpedoes, you know, aimed at just denying swaths of the cap. All of these guys, they're moving slow. They're trying to, you know, stay in the cap, and my torpedoes it's just one big huge pain in the ass for them. And you know, you're gonna see it. You just had a Hindenburg eat torpedoes. I'm gonna come up here, and since I'm not using my smoke for my teammates, I'm gonna use my smoke right now to, you know, harass this Hindenburg. Maybe get lucky if I get a fire, get some additional pressure on this guy. But regardless, at this point, I'm distracting him and removing pressure from my friendly Zao. Now, he might have hydro up, so I'm already starting to kite back. I've got another 7 seconds of smoke, and I'm just using that to create additional space for me to utilize. If he would have a plane up, right now he would be able to detect me behind the smoke. But since he doesn't, I'm able just to, you know, continue to shoot even though I'm outside of smoke. You know, I call this a smoke curtain, where basically they don't have line of sight to me, but I've got another ship right here that's providing vision. Even though I'm, you know, outside of the smoke, they don't have line of sight to me, and I'm able to fire undetected. They eventually flip C, but it's been at a very heavy cost. They've got a Hindenburg under 7 kHP. If you noticed, he had eaten another torpedo. They've got a Moskva that he's taken a lot of damage. And I mean, the only healthy ship, this Hindenburg here, he's, you know, trying to chase me now. I mean, I've been a pretty good pain in the ass for him this entire, you know, push into CCAP. You know, it's how do you deal with this situation? I mean, I'm up here on the border now, but I've got a lead advantage on him. He doesn't know exactly where I'm at right now. With my torps, he's noticing that I'm out further out this way. He's got a spotter plane up. Really, that's the only thing he can do at this point. But I'm running away as fast as I can, and you'll notice that I'm just going to keep gaining on it, or keep opening the distance. Now I know at this point this spotter plane is going to detect me momentarily, but I'm full HP. I've got HP to trade. In the meantime, you know, you're gonna just see me, you know, 7.2 kilometers. You know, I get detected. He's gonna start turning out that he's gonna get one good shot at me, and that's it. But when he turns broadside, you see how much faster he's opening distance up now. He's got no chance of catching me now. So I drop off, and I mean, I'm gone. You know, the best Hindenburg can do probably 34, 35 knots. I'm doing 37.7, and I've got speed boost coming up. And you know, at this point I'm safe from this Hindenburg. So what I'm going to do instead is I want to make sure that I get spotting on this Moskva. I know I've got a Hindenburg coming up here, but I want to make sure that I get inside this Moskva spotting range. I don't want to let this guy potentially drop off for a second. I want my team to get this kill. And I mean, you're looking at it right now. My friendly Des Moines, he's just flipped decap. We've got their force pinned down in the corner here. I'm going to go on ahead and slow this down while I talk, because this game's closing out right now. It's been a really good battle, just kind of showing a play style difference. If they had something to keep this Zao detected, my Zao would have been dead ages ago, and they would have just literally been able to push right up through here and do pretty much whatever they wanted. It's a very valid play style, a comp that they have, and these are really good players. Cuter and ZR, they've had a lot of really amazing battles between both of us, and I think I speak for everybody at Cuter. We really like facing them. because we know every game with them is it's just going to be fucking crazy. Um, you know, this case I got lucky with some early torpedoes. Um, that's it's just the way the ball bounces sometimes in competitive. Um, but this was a really good game that kind of highlighted the differences between the cruiser heavy setups versus 1DD, and I've been trying to pick games out to help people with how these things play out. Um, Trying to get particularly newer clan leadership or clans that they're not 100% up to speed on how these things, um, how different ships affect their comps. Um, you know, I'm gonna go on ahead and pause it here because this game's about to end. Um, but just get them to understand how the different ships change the way a team plays, what you can do, what you can't do, what you're strong at, what you're weak at, and try to get people to think about how they can combine everything into a cohesive package where you can start winning some games. Because you win games in clan battles, um, it's probably the most rewarding um, game mode that we have today in World of Warships. Uh, the XP rewards are obscene. I have nights where I'm averaging 300 to 450,000 Elite Commander XP in a single night. And X free XP, 70 to 150k if I'm trying to grind for free XP. It's just disgusting how much XP is out there, for guys that want to take part in this game mode. So basically, closing this out, you guys aren't going to get these videos until Cuter tells me that it's okay to release the videos. They've decided that we might be running these comps later on in the season for the final mad last week or two for position, and since we expect to be in the top 10, obviously we don't want to reveal too much to our competitors. So, unfortunately, it's not going to be here in time, most likely, to make that much of a difference for guys during this clan battle season, but it's something that you can look at for next season. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. I hope you found it educational. If you're interested in these types of videos, where I'm showing more competitive games, let me know, and I will do what I can to get you more of that content. There's always a disclaimer there with my clan. If my clan is saying I can't release stuff, or if I need to hold off on releasing it because we're actively competing, I'm gonna respect that. I've got to respect that. So I am gonna go on ahead and let this video play itself out, and hope you guys have a great night. I hope to see you out there in clan battles.